And Americans have to wonder then, what other invasions of your medical privacy will this administration encourage? Given the administration's embrace of Project 2025, is reproductive health care next? So, why are we having this hearing? For one thing, it's yet another chance for our Republican colleagues to spread misinformation about transgender individuals and their medical care, because they think they'll score political points by bullying the young people receiving that care and their families, regardless of the fact that every major medical and mental health institution in the U.S., representing more than 1.3 million doctors, supports age-appropriate, gender-affirming care for transgender people. And that includes the American Medical Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Psychological Association, the American Psychiatric Association, the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry, and the Endocrine Society, among other organizations. But this is part of a pattern in practice for our colleagues who are too willing to disregard Americans' fundamental rights and freedoms in order to meddle in people's personal medical decisions for political gain, injecting their own religious or political beliefs into choices that rightly should be left between individuals, their families, and their doctors. It's abundantly clear that our Republican majority only cares about some rights and freedoms for some people rather than those that all Americans should enjoy. In addition to spreading misinformation, this hearing is meant to distract Americans while our Republican colleagues continue to ignore the real problems. And we don't have to look far to find out why our colleagues chose to have this hearing this week. Believe me, bullying transgender kids and families is not the #1 concern for any of our constituents. I know because I've been holding town halls in my district and in some of theirs too. No, our constituents' #1 concern is how they're going to pay for housing, health care, food, clothes, college, and retirement. With the global economy and stock markets tanking and predictions of a recession rising by the hour, and Elon Musk and Doge gutting Social Security, the VA, food support, and freezing funding that our communities rely upon, at the same time, in the midst of all this chaos and economic disruption, House Republicans are trying to pass an unpopular budget plan that would be devastating for American children and families. They're proposing at least $880 billion in cuts that will decimate Medicaid. Medicaid and the Children's Health Insurance Program, or CHIP, provides health coverage for over 37 million kids and covers 41% of all births. Their plan will rip health care coverage away from millions of Americans with children and working families bearing the brunt. Kids will be left without routine medical care, leading to greater infant mortality and tragic consequences from preventable illnesses. It doesn't stop there either. Republicans are also targeting programs that help working families keep food on the table. Their budget blueprint calls for billions of dollars of cuts that threaten SNAP, a program that provides food support to over 42 million families. They'll jeopardize a parent's ability to buy the groceries they need to feed their kids healthy meals. Cuts to SNAP also endanger other nutrition assistance programs, like the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, or WIC, because they use Medicaid data to automatically enroll children. If fewer families can access SNAP and Medicaid, fewer will be able to access WIC as well. The budget will also cut over $300 billion from Department of Education programs, threatening, among other things, kids' access to nutritious school meals that they need to learn and grow. At the same time, Elon Musk and his Doge bros are trying to dismantle the entire Department of Education outright, destroying an agency that helps ensure that children, no matter their parents' jobs, zip codes, or special learning needs, can access a high-quality education. They say that our budgets reflect our values, and it's clear that instead of using their power in Congress to actually protect children, our Republican colleagues would rather pull the rug out from under them, ripping away resources that set them up for success. And why? So they can give tax breaks to big business and their billionaire buddies like Elon Musk. American children should never be used as pawns or props in MAGA's culture war. They're our country's future, and we should always be working to ensure that the future is a better and brighter one for them. The Republican majority's plan and this hearing shamefully missed that mark.